went to college.
Huh. He's pretending that he's as you can see fallaciously pretending that I didn't attend college. You can't just make things up and make an argument based on that. That's fallacious.
I cannot get over this voice, Mott. It sounds like, like 50% like an ant and 50% like exactly like Ben Shapiro. uh, Dr. Flib is just going to say, you can't just call things fallacious. I just said, I don't need to make things up. I know them.
He'll cross his little arms, which don't quite reach all the way to each other, and sort of sneer down at you. And he'll say, I don't know what it is you think you know, but I'm sick of you giving the wrong message to people like this. I can see that you have another little cadre of followers here. Well, I think that you all should be properly educated on what the actual values of a sentient in the universe are. Not this.
What are they? What are the beam?
Join me.
He calls everything, no matter what he argues, he just says it's Judeo-Christian values. That's all.
Judeo-Christian values.
Who is this Judeo-Christian?
As far as people is concerned, sucking dick is a Judeo-Christian value.
As he starts to rope in Arrow, suddenly, like blinking, you will find yourself down with him on like a podcaster's throne, soaring over you, giving you his fucking manifesto. He's sat at his little big man's boss podcaster chair, arms folded, nary smiling once, as he is basically just proselytizing now directly to Arrow, who was formerly your most leal charge, Thumbo. It's your worst fear. One of your political opponents is stealing them away from... Ideological, really. Opponents is stealing your audience away from you. You gotta win hearts and minds.
What would Bush do?
The contest is win this idiot's attention.
Yeah. Do I still know his trouble aspect?
I think it was a boost. I think we said at the time it was a boost, so you literally forgot it so that you couldn't use it again for free.
It's true.
Yeah. Okay. I'm struggling to think of how to role play this shithead in this moment.
Beam Shapipo will sort of establish his stance as you see it, as to you, Arrow, he lectures. Now, what Dr. Flib's thesis is based upon is completely heretical. What we need are core religious values, Judeo-Christian values, in our lives. The only thing to give them structure. Without that, despite the rhetoric he likes to preach, his ideals are dangerous. If they're bohemian. If everybody completely runs around entertaining their hedonist desires, the universe would completely break down. No one would go to work. No one would make a family. No one would feed that family. Nothing would happen.
I mean, that makes sense, because, I mean, I think Dr. Thumbo Flib is from the most anarchist space nation of Canada.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Space Canada.
yeah, yeah. That's true.
Doesn't sound true. He didn't say he agreed enough.
Well, I mean, he'd be really embarrassed to be in because no one wants to be Canadian.
Yeah. It's hmm.
Um,
Dr. Thumbo is going to call out from where he is standing originally up on this like balcony space and say, "This is what I'm talking about, Beam. You have a fundamental misunderstanding of my point. I know for a fact you've never read my 10 tips to fix your stupid life. Otherwise, you wouldn't have such a stupid life. For example, I also preach Judeo-Christian values. I just don't see the need to say those words over and over again. Half of my 10 tips are about obeying the Bible."
Pretending not to hear you, or as if this is a YouTube video he's watching, Beam Shapipo will say, I'm aware of the slander that Thumbo Flib is trying to fling my way, but in the event that he actually wants to have a civilized debate about this, he's welcome to come on my show and debate me right in front of the audience. And the camera cuts to just Arrow.
Yeah, I mean, that is a big failing of yours, Dr. Thumbo. I mean, you never did go on a show and debate these values with him, so it's really persuasive for him. It's like he's destroying you with facts and logic by you not having that facts or logic.
I would love nothing more, sincerely, according to my fifth aspect, I would love nothing more than to come on your show and debate this with you, Beam Shapipo.
You appear next to him at your own podcaster's table.
Dueling podcasts.
Yes.
Yeah.
I really hope my other favorite podcaster, Joseph F. Brogan, is showing in here too.
Blow smoking.
Post Malone.
Post Malone, yes. Kind of got the same head shape.
Let's not drag him into this.
Yeah, Post Malone. Oh, nice, actually.
So you two sit before Arrow, as continuing to operate under dream logic. Beam Shapipo will say, "Great. Tonight on the show we have Dr. Thumbo Flib, PhD. Really great to have you on, Thumbo."
I didn't catch the end of that sentence because of the voice mod.
He said it was great to have you on.
It's fine to be here. I only ever feel fine because I only eat orange food. It's very boring and I feel horrible, but it is better for me.
I thought you need to have those dietary supplements too to make your food more orange.
Yes, that's a good point.
I learned it from you. I mean, that's one of the things you do better than Beam Shapipo. About those, dietary supplements that make me strong.
Yeah, I did. I forgot about that deal, yeah.
Which reminds me, today's debate, in which I will be trouncing one Dr. Thumbo Flib, is brought to you by Brainforce Plus. Brainforce Plus. Using a bunch of natural ingredients, it works with your body's natural systems to accelerate the pace at which your brain thinks and allows you to think more logically, more quicker.
It's literally just Adderall.
Mexican Adderall.
Maybe I'll allow some audience participation. I'm gonna swap back to the other group once it gets set up. But Ben Beam, sorry, don't know who Ben is. is going. His entire table will rotate, and he'll say, "So today we are here to debate different sides of a topic posed by the audience, selected by the audience, and pitched to us here. So let's see what it is I will be beating Dr. Thumbo Flib in debate over tonight." So audience, what do you guys think? What issue facing modern Anubians should they tackle?
Okay. 1 second. I'm on their Wikipedia page.
Wait, who's the audience?
You guys.
Yeah, you.
Scam's definitely gonna say reconciliation with his wife.
The problem of human look-alike robots trying to take over the universe.
It could be the nuclear family or that.
Political correctness in the left.
Hell yeah. This is a very funny concept to be playing in a role-playing game.
Yeah.
A panel show?
Yeah, a panel show with Beam, Shapipo, and Borden Peterson.
What were our options again? We have reconciliation with my AUG wife.
Political correctness and the hyper left.
What else was there?
Socialism in all of its horrible modern incarnations.
No, you don't need to keep inventing them, Dave. I'm asking what everyone said.
The problem of human look-alike robots planning to take over the universe.
Okay. What did Doug say?
What's it? How to reconnect with your parents?
Jordan Peterson would have really startling takes on that. I'm sorry, Thumbo Flib. I pierced the nail there for a second.
Who's Jordan Peterson? What did Kane say?
I don't have anything off the top of my head, and I wouldn't want to throw something bad in there. I like what you have, so
Okay.
I'd say roll with it.
Congratulations, Keynes, on being most insulated from this, caustic aspect of modern culture.
Well, I do like the idea that Tess would basically just be watching from an intelligence standpoint. Like, she doesn't know anything about these points. This is going to be very informative.
Shit is gonna fuck up your Google AdSense for the next 6 years.
Yeah.
So I've dropped the link to the straw poll for us to vote on these topics in my chat and also my friends' chat to see what they're interested.
Oh my god.
Do we have to choose? Can we choose our own? We can't do that.
Yeah, probably not.
Also, should I be voting?
Yes. I sure did.
Oh, wow.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, not this.
Not this.
No.
Not like this.
A tie, that's the problem.
Yeah.
It's always a tie.
Yeah.
We should have known.
Okay,
Don't
so
worry, we'll just have the two people who voted for political correctness to change their votes to the other two options, so it's also a tie still.
Yeah,
that is the question.
That's true. If you voted on political correctness, please now vote between reconciliation with my AUG wife and how to reconnect with your parents. Does it allow that? Will we just see it change live?
No. You already voted on this poll, is what it says.
Okay.
Just drop in a new incognito tab.
Oh, yeah.
And juice it. Well, who were the political correctness voters?
It was me.
I was.
I'm changing my vote through. I'm gonna try and do a private tab.
Oh, or someone from your Wi-Fi network already voted.
Yeah,
So
that's true. They have that.
Yeah.
That's fine. You guys can just tell me what your votes are instead.
fuck, I already said that. Og wife.
I was gonna say the other one, but it was a toss-up. I could go for Ogwife. Let's do it.
Okay. So after some on-screen graphic effects of it choosing the thing, there's a little and then it selects, and Beam Shapipo says, "How to reconnect with my Og wife."
You know, as a gesture of goodwill, Beam, I'm going to let you go first. I want to hear what you have to say.
As the bigger man, I will do so. And then the camera does like a cool zoom in PS1 transition to cutscene effect as it goes into his speech. But we're going to cut away to the desert. It's night time now in the desert. And Josh wakes all of you guys up from your slumbers. He says, well, it's not time now.
I can't see! But yes, I can see that.
So, you want us to travel out there and go find a chair in the mountain of junk?
So sorry. Yes, let's do it. Round up everybody. I feel rested.
Yeah, get us into that truck.
Please, God.
Oh, when you say round up everybody, Josh nods, and he gets up and looks over, and he says, "Stephanie, wake up!" It takes a couple of tries, and he has to like hit her square on with a can to wake her up. But eventually, she gets up and walks over. And says, "All right, I've gathered everybody."
Thank you very much.
I thought you were
Now
going to say she wouldn't wake up.
Oh no, she knew how to drive stick. All right, let's go. Let's have them put us, or oh man, should we just all get in one van? Seems like let's just do that. Let's just all get in one van. I'll drive.
Yeah. I'll
And then,
navigate.
Yeah, you navigate. I'll give you my find my friend. I'll give you my wrist computer, which has the find my wheelchair function open.
They'll hoist
Let's
you
roll.
into they'll easily fit Margot into the driver's seat of her custom fitted food truck and proceed to spend like 20 minutes developing a simple machine system to forklift Sony into the back of the truck.
Yep, with enough rope, a simple lever could be used to lift an elephant.
Lift the world.
Lift with enough rope.
And with that, they will drive off and start driving across the desert, going in search of, I guess, following your navigation, following your Find My Wheelchair app.
Yes. Rarely used, but very critical.
It's often easy to tell where it is.
Yeah, because it's next to you. You're in bed and it's next to you. Besides that, you're always in it if you're Margot. But now it's broke. Okay, so should we combine to try to navigate, or should we just follow the thing? And what do you think? I kind of want to do a notice to make sure, see if we notice we're going into a trap or anything like that.
Oh, okay.
If I say, everyone keep an eye out for traps, can I have a +1 from Sony? Or is that not this one?
You could.
Okay. Sony, keep an eye out for traps.
Aye, aye.
Notice +1. Here we go. All right.
Very nice. You're 2 over the trap that's been put in place. You follow the signal, and you see your wheelchair. But since you're so careful, you know what your chair looks like, and with Sony's assistance, he points out that the landscape isn't quite the same as when he threw it out. There's this weirdly large mound of sand standing just next to it that wasn't there before and logically couldn't have grown.
Okay. So, have any of you seen this ambush maneuver before? Because I'm going to use like a lore and using our friends' more experience to see if they've seen this before.
Yeah. You'll see that Josh is shaking as you pointed out to him, and he's gonna go.
Oh no! It starts with a B. Is it sandworm?
No. That right there. That's a banshee trap.
Oh. Shit. Any way around a banshee trap?
Wouldn't know. Anyone who's ever tried, they get caught up in it.
Well, I've never tried before. I've driven machinery 1,000 times as large and 1,000,000 times as expensive.
He grabs your shoulder and says, "Listen, I don't even know what's in there. They're different every time. They take whatever they can find in the desert, and they turn it into a horrible contraption. Whatever it does, it's gonna get in you, and it's not gonna come out without ripping skin."
Well,
I like those odds.
I described nothing positive about that just now.
Yeah, there weren't any odds, so yeah, I might want to rerun that simulation there again. But well,
I don't have skin.
the thing about traps is that the best thing about traps is that they have to be set up by a person, and people fail. So we're gonna find the people who set up this trap and make them deactivate it. So let's investigate who made this trap.
Oh, there's not people what made that trap, miss. Banshee ain't not been a man for centuries.
Oh. Well, let's just find this Banshee fellow and make him see the error of his ways.
What?
Oh, was that a naive thing to say? I am Brother Young.
A Banshee ain't been a person for... oh, God. Ages and ages. They've been in the desert so long. The sand and wind have ripped away anything that made them human. They're just monsters that I don't even think they eat. They just survive on bad feelings, torture, the R word.
Not the R word. Which I assume is like rice-a-roni or something. Okay, well that's bad. But another good thing about traps... Shit, wait, let me think.
Please tell me,
another
because
good
I'm so
thing-
scared right now. I'd love to see a downside in the trap.
Is that we've done the most important thing, is that we've spotted it. And once you spot a trap, you can
Deactivate the trap.
Oh, that's even better. Deactivate the trap. So we need to send something on the other side of the trap away from my thing, and then the trap will spring, and then as long as then we'll have a cornucopia of things to scavenge. So we need to spring the trap from a distance.
Ah,
Anyone have any suggestions?
I do. He's gonna turn. Stephanie, you haven't been listening to this conversation, have you? No, I have. All right, never mind. I've got
Oh.
no ideas.
All right, well, I've got one. We've got another car, and I hate to say we should sacrifice the other car, but that's exactly what I'm saying. We have to sacrifice the other car. So we get the other car, we bring it here, and then we point it at the trap, and we put a brick on the accelerator, and hope to God that the steering. I'm gonna remote control the steering and right into the trap. Okay? Does anyone have any?
You want to use me food truck? But
Well,
Josh's sweetmeats is me pride and joy.
I know, and that's a really good point. I'm open to other ideas. Sodi, do you have any other ways to spring this trap?
Hmm. Well, we got Josh's sweetmeats, and what's the other one?
The custom-made one we're inside now.
Yeah, the one that you're in right now.
Yeah.
That they sort of they had custom fit so that Margot, an excellent driver, could just drive with her hands.
I mean, it doesn't have to be that. It doesn't have to be Josh's sweetmeats that gets
So we just find
destroyed.
another car.
The one that we're currently in.
Yeah.
No, that was specially made so Margot could use her driving skills.
But if we save your wheelchair, you don't need a truck.
Oh, that's true. That's true. That's a real gift to the Magi, because I wanted to use the wheelchair parts to help you.
But I.
You two appear to be really good friends, and it seems like you've been on 2 to 3 adventures with each other.
And in that time, we've interacted.
Yes. We
Okay.
have.
Yeah, I suspect you would have.
Well, that's saying a lot for our group.
You know,
The ones that are not here right now.
we used to
Yeah.
have
Oh,
a
where they're
bigger
at.
group too, not the others. We ran with these really weird twins. They were super infatuated with each
Oh
other.
God.
They would never stop talking about being twins.
Well, that's interesting.
What happened to him? It's sun poisoning.
They ate each other to death.
Yeah.
Just how they always wanted to go.
You get that a
Brother,
lot.
do you know how tasteful you are?
Nothing sweeter than you, brother.
I hate
Yeah.
it here.
I
Yeah,
can hear it now.
those were the days.
All right, well, let's go back to the McDonald's, get a bunch of bricks, and then throw the bricks at the trap.
Okay.
All right, back to McDonald's.
You
Okay,
pull back
anyone
up.
notice? Anyone come back to the McDonald's?
Yeah, I will say you guys have narrowly dodged a bullet. Because shit. There are several previously unidentified food trucks kind of swarming the place looking for you.
He thinks the Dwarf King would be a good trap setter offer.
Yes. So let's go get them to follow us. We'll lead them to the trap, and then we'll veer off, and the trap will kill them instead. Anyone have any good way to get their attention? Margot thinks, because she doesn't have a gun.
Oh, I've got a good idea. And he leans out the front and he'll say, "Hey, you wankers!" And then it's going to cut to a wide shot and show that you're like hundreds of feet away so that his echo dies out like kilometers before they can reach any of the food trucks, so nobody responds, and Josh is just kind of embarrassed.
That's all right. Let's all try at the same time. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Hey, wankers!
Wankers! Do you guys,
Um,
do you think they heard us?
Yeah.
I'm gonna notice.
Throw a provoke out. Challenge is 0. It should be easy, but this is still failable.
Yeah, I don't have any provoke. Let's try it. Yep.
I'll
Well.
allow it. I guess I'll give it to Goa. Goa is able to just turn like a volume knob up on himself and be loud enough to be heard. And you see that these trucks scanning with various neon signs lighting their way quickly all stop, and there's a brief pause, which you imagine must be them noticing you, and then grinding sand as the trucks quickly start to pivot and drive toward you.
All right. It looks like they did it, Goa. Let's do this. I'm gonna do a drive and let's head back to the trap.
You don't currently have to do a drive. Goa succeeding at the roll gave you a good distance from them.
Oh, good.
So that you guys have a fair lead on them before they catch up to you.
Okay, so let's. I'm trying to think what way. In the past, when the two of us have teamed up, it's been different. Sony has been able to use his lore to help plot a course, and then which aids my driving.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's the same.
No, you guys don't have. You guys don't have computer systems in front of you, which is what he was interfacing with. This is just visual.
Yeah. All right, that makes sense. Sony, is there any way you think you can help me pull off this drive? Besides self-confidence, or maybe confidence would help. So, do you ever talk really nice to Margot? And talk so nice to Margot, it's like a gameplay way.
Yeah. Yeah. Is Jack here?
Jack. Maybe he's taking a leak.
Bet he wasn't expecting me to make him play. Oh, we can't hear you.
We can't hear you there, Sony Maloney. Maybe his neighbors. Oh, weird. Well, maybe do a roll to fix your microphone. No, or do a roll to try to help with the drive. Oh, he left.
He's not even. Maybe I'll just give him a head start on that. Oh,
Hello?
yes.
Hey.
Hey, all right. I don't know what happened there. That's weird. That's funny. I was gonna say, I think the only time that Sony and Margot have interacted, like in a, not like a, maybe like an amicably way, Goa was thinking it was the session that Margot thought everyone was hitting on her, and then she said like 2 nice things to Sony, and Sony's like, "Are you hitting on me?" But no, I was gonna say also that instead of doing a lore to scan the surroundings, I can just do a notice to scan the surroundings and be your like rally F1 driver or rally car driver, like the
point.
like the 6C6 turn left in 4 seconds at like 100 degrees or some shit.
Yeah, that's cool. All right, you do that, and we'll see if we can get an advantage, and then we'll do the drive. Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Yes, that'll create a free invocation on Lookout as Sony like leans out the window and is able to like get night vision on this bland nighttime desert landscape. He picks out a good path for you.
Excellent. I want to use that. Is it +1 or +2?
It's a +2, but driving currently isn't your issue. You are trying to lead them into a trap. So that a unique challenge you face is deceiving them.
That's very true. Yeah. So, let's do a deceive with +2.
Yes, you can still use the advantage. I will have the group roll to read you. Oh.
Okay, here we go. Here goes everything. Damn it!
Oh, you're so close.
You do have a fate. We did rest. So you have your
Yes.
refresh. Fate
I'd like to use my fate point to tap my skilled driver thing, because maybe my driving skills will help me fool them.
Don't buy it. No, absolutely.
Okay, good. That's a relief. All right, I will use that.
You are coasting along, keep checking out your rear view tensely as they start to like zero in on you, and you get the idea that they're not leaning the way that you want them to. They're sort of counterbalancing you, which is not leading them toward the trap at all. So being the expert daredevil speed driver you are, you veer within like inches of the thing. You turn off your headlights and then veer inches around the trap thing. And so that'll lead them into it. I would like you to roll a drive.
Can do.
Can
And-
use the free invocation for
we
lookout
already-
again.
Already did
Okay.
that.
You could use a fate point invocation of it if you want. Like, the aspect still exists. In case
Yeah, I
anyone
would
has
use
forgotten
that.
the rules. But first I'll roll. Oh my god, it's getting worse.
All right. The music is helping. Here we go.
Yeah.
This is I'm gonna tap my skilled driver thing, and do it. And I got a +2. Here we go. Oh my god. Oh yeah, that's exactly what we wanted.
Of course, it's always
Okay.
gonna tie.
We love it when
really
it
matters.
ties.
Something unexpected
Ties
is
us
about to happen.
Yeah, so what that was going to determine is like the difference in the amount of drivers that survive. But matching, you do get rid of them all. They smash into this mound of sand, like trying to pull away at the last second, but they're so clustered together. It goes off, and it's almost merciful that you have the cover of night, because you're not sure you could comprehend it in the daytime. A sort of pillar wrapped tight in a coil of like barbed wire and chains and other constraining rope-like substances springs out, shoots out, wraps around their cars, and the heavier parts, the more sharp razor wire parts, straight cut through the car into the drivers within. In this, what would you call it? Hemodraulically powered trap.
Did you say hemo?
I did.
HEMO?
It's blood.
That's right.
It's blood powered.
Yeah, hydraulics
Blood
with
steam.
Mm-hmm. All three vans get fucked up in one way or another and do a fantastic George Miller spin-out crash into the desert, allowing you guys to pull alongside, having detonated the trap, and get out to get the wheelchair. By which I mean Stephanie and Josh will, because neither of you are mobile.
Fist bump.
But matching, as Stephanie is like out loading the truck, she goes to hop in and finds her foot stuck, and she looks down. She says, "Oh god, kill me!" before she is quickly sucked under the sand.
Oh god. Stephanie! Drive.
It's fine. It's fine. She probably just fell asleep again.
And
drive.
these things, banshees, emerge.
Okay. I hate to be insensitive, but we got the wheelchair, right?
Yes.
Drive.
They scream after you as you guys begin to peel out and away, and this ear-shattering banshee scream rings out in the distance behind you, and you see starting to emerge from below the sand, gnarled-looking. What would it be? What were the like shitty 90s, mid 2000s versions of food trucks we had before we made those?
Hot dog carts.
Yes,
Oh
see
god.
Oscar Mayer cart.
Yes, you see
Oh my god, the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile.
a long, gnarled, what appears to be a facsimile of a hot dog, but covered in barbs and spikes, glaring in eerie purple out its windows and cracks and folds, screaming. It emerges from some sort of subterranean garage and comes screaming after you, all sorts of dangerous-looking harpoon modules loaded into its front. And
The hot dog, all right.
Josh is leaning out the back, hand after Stephanie. No! Stephanie, no!
Sony, do you have anything to say to your men?
Let's say, she'll always be remembered. But to be remembered, we must survive. Get your head in the game, Josh.
Cool. Sony, could you roll a rapport? Challenge of 0?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
EA Sports. Get your head in the
Nice.
Oh, wow.
All right.
He is emboldened by this. And as opposed to the insta-death that I was going to give him on a failure, he will take the grease trap and very bravely like march to the back of the car and out the open back of the car, say, trying to think of a fun. He'll say,
Witness me.
no, I was trying to come up with a fast food parody of Witness Me, but nothing's coming to mind.
Witness meat.
Yeah, witness meats.
Nice.
Witness
Good.
Meat! And
That's the name of the food truck.
yeah. And he'll
They do a combination of FBI surveillance and also, fried meats.
he'll throw the grease out the back, splashing into the direct cockpit of the Wiener Mo ghoul, sending it spiraling off course a bit. Like it gains you guys some distance. Can I get anyone to crop me a PNG of the Wienermobile and make it purple in Photoshop?
I wanted to put like the fucking Dune sandworm instead of the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile.
I'll take care of that hot dog request.
All right, yeah, I was just going to volunteer you for that game because I actually don't have access to Photoshop, iPad, etc., etc.
Yeah,
I did wait for you, but I'm like, he can't do this. I have to step up.
You never know what Kevin's
Normally
capable
it would
of.
be my thing, yeah.
Fair.
But we'll cut back into that. I'm going
Debate.
to tune back in at the at debate school.
Phoenix, right?
That's right.
I
Phoenix,
just wanted
correct.
to say it first. Phoenix. Phoenix indeed. Oh man. Do I want to go play Phoenix ranking?
Okay, so the topic: reconnecting with my AUG wife. Ben Shapipo is up first. So, I wasn't going to have this one be a contest. I was going to engage Thumbo Flib in a mental conflict.
Okay.
That's what debate is.
A true battle of mental stress. So, Shapipo will lean forward in his seat and say, now, reconnecting with your Augwife. Now, first of all, Augwife, that's an interesting arrangement that you have there, listener. Anonymous listener. He's going to read the Twitter @ handle, and I'm going to imagine Scam likely going incognito is going to be him trying to spell his name a completely different way. So we get @Scam likely.
Yes, very good.
At Scam likely. Now, a normal wife now is traditionally with the Judeo-Christian values that I like to remind us of, is a subservient role in the house. Her job is to attend your needs, to equip you to be the most successful male operant in society that you can be. So, an Augwife, a tool that is already designed as a tool, I'd see that there is no need to even reconnect in the first place. You have nothing to connect over. All that needs to connect is your Bluetooth signal to give her the orders that she requires. And I'm just going to put this in the form of throwing a provoke over toward Thumbo Flib.
Yeah, which I'm absolutely going to use my well actually stunt again. Because I do in fact have a retort for that.
Okay. That place. Why are you sideways?
I gave myself a little twist. Thumbo says, "You were very close to being correct, Beam. But the problem is, it's a sin unto God. Because there is no way for your Augwife to ever assume the only role that a woman is endowed in society, which is to bear your children."
Oh man, you got him.
So close but no cigar, Beam.
And, it functions like normal combat, so your default expected move is to provoke at him. Or, create advantage or whatever, depending on how you want to go about that through the rounds.
Yeah, that was essentially my defense for that role played out.
Oh, yes, that's right. It's your turn, then.
Yes. Let's see here. I kind of want to use my King of the Rubes stunt to, I suppose, create advantage here.
Yeah.
Deceive his empathy to try and get some, like a trouble aspect or some negatively skewed aspect out of Beam Shapiro. If you can even come up with one.
Yeah, sure.
Not very good.
Might I suggest his wife is too dry? The trouble aspect for Beam Shapipo.
Yeah, all the remixes of him when he read the lyrics to Wet Ass Pussy, where they put his vocals over the instrumental. If you haven't seen that, everyone here, I do highly recommend.
It is hilarious.
Yeah. But yeah, so he rolls deceive against it, but he doesn't. He can't get away with it. You realize you think you might end up targeting his dry wife, but what you realize is that he has inundated himself against that. He's inoculated himself against those accusations. He's heard them all. He's read all the Twitter owns. You key in to his deeper secret.
The sound of you typing sounds like I'm on hold with Comcast.
Trouble aspect. My sister is so fucking hot. I would love to fuck her.
Oh.
What is because
Hell
like
yeah.
his sister is like what is it? Abby, classically
Shapipo.
Abby, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, this is like the absolute funniest fucking scenario.
His Beam Shapipo's sister, Baby Shapipo, is noted traditionalist on the video channels and noted hot boobed woman, hotted big tits on the internet. And Beam
that's
is a
her
known
Twitter handle.
Yes, Beam is a known participant in this fanaticism. He's always tweeting about how beautiful she looks at events and stuff, and the thirst is amazingly obvious, as it would be from anyone.
Yeah. Hell yeah, I love it. So I'm gonna absolutely use that advantage on this provoke here.
Well, I guess that was your turn, actually, so it's his turn again.
Oh, I thought I was creating advantage. Okay, that's fine.
You're creating advantage is a whole action that takes your turn.
Duh.
You're also allowed to move
It's
if
been
you
a
want to go
minute.
anywhere.
I move closer to him.
I stand on his desk. So as you just read him, he'll take the sort of gap in the silence and say, "It's obvious that I've already keyed in to anything that the doctor here was going to say about that. There's really no more to it, Mr. Scam." And nobody looks at you, but I'd like to imagine that every time Scam, like, Tess looks at Scam, who thinks he's gotten away with it due to his incognito Twitter handle.
Yeah.
Tess just looks over and Scam's like smiling.
I don't think there's no reality in which I can fail that.
It's spelled completely differently.
Really a remarkably perfect role for that moment.
Oh wait, did someone accidentally type something into the chat? They meant to type it to Google.
No, I meant for everyone to see that.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Who actually does have? Okay, actually, a lot of us. Jack, Doug, Kevin.
Yes.
Do you have any questions for someone with sisters?
Yeah, no, I was like, not many of us have sisters because I don't have a sister. And then I'm like, actually,
Like everyone except you.
It's a very narrow worldview.
I just have a feminine brother, okay? God.
Yeah, so that aspect goes for anyone in this group. So on Beam's turn, he'll say, "Now, Scam, it's as simple as this. She's designed to listen to you. There's no communication to be had. End of discussion. Am I right, Doctor?" So he's going to utilize his boost. Piss and shit.
Wow, damn. Oof.
Take that boost off you.
What role is this here?
This is very much in your wheelhouse. Until Beam Shapipo starts physically threatening you, you should be able to use well actually as your defenses.
All right. I guess I just felt a twinge of shame about using a stunt like 3 turns in a row.
It feels that way, but no, you're in your designed wheelhouse in a debate with a fellow right-wing pipeline. Oh, I'll maintain the boost.
I would like to use an aspect to make sure that boost goes away. Under the auspices of I'm better than you because I taught at Space Harvard.
All right. Yeah, all right.
Take that bad boy up to 4. All right. Dumbo says, "Wrong again, idiot." These are very clearly... I'm going to switch to attack mode now. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
I'm going to roll for that before I really delve in too deep here. But my monologue is clearly the opinions of someone who has some complicated relationships with the close women in his life. You know, family members, etc.
Me and my wife are fine, actually.
Yeah, that's not what I'm talking about.
His eyes go wide.
Hell yeah, this is great.
Anyway, that's not even the point I'm trying to make. The point I'm trying to make is that it's a status effect.
Yeah.
The point I'm trying to make is that the question is false to begin with. There's no better way to win an argument than declaring the argument unfair. Because the fact is, your wife is useless. QED.
Yeah, you've got him on the back foot. Beam Shapipo is... so you've got the cornered boost on him, and you use your free invocation, but you still know his trouble aspect at any time of your wishing. He is going to try to create advantage himself. He will search the audience. Arrow, I need a deceive roll, as he will try to empathetically search you for how to pander to you.
Okay, well, this is not going to be good.
Oh my god.
That's awesome. It is exactly the roll that Eero would roll.
So he's basically, on a successful style, going to accrue 2 free invocations of Audience Panderer and assist his future rolls by really getting Arrow on his side by he's about to switch gears and know what to pander to. So he's going to attack Thumbo. Say. With your self-determinism, we've heard enough of people, ergo women, expressing themselves more than enough to cause trouble for us. Why do you think the Anubis system is on such political correctness of tear? It's because of people like you saying these things, allowing anyone the entitlement to say whatever they want.
A 5.
That's right. For once, my dice went all the way.
Well, I'll try my best, but I have a feeling this one's gonna...
Oh, Jesus Christ, on a cross.
Fucking damn. Holy shit. I deflect the blow by saying, what are you even talking about? You don't even know what I stand for. I barely think women are people at all.
It's true. He doesn't think that.
That's bad.
It's... don't feel obligated to in a meta sense, but it is at the third match in a row that I will allow other PCs to get in ways if they feel like it.
Ooh. So, I think I would need to roll, I think, an empathy. Kevin, what skill would you want me to roll to determine if I understood your argument about, you airing out Beam's trouble aspect?
Ooh. I mean, it would have to be empathy, I think.
Oh, well, you're fucked with that.
Yeah, I think it's like you're understanding social subtext, which, like, you know, it doesn't seem like your character would be great at that.
I don't think you have this skill either, but I would say lore, so that you're like appraised of the Twitter character of the day you've read up. I do need better than 0. Your dice aren't helping you.
Okay.
How about I get one more attack?
You know, actually, I'm going to tap my trouble aspect of Super Sim. I definitely know who classically Anubis Abbey would be.
Yeah.
You
So I
all
would add +2 to that.
Shapiro's sister.
Okay. Yeah, you're familiar. You get the incest jab that Thumbo's making.
Shapiro has an incest thing?
Yeah. This is Shapipo. I don't know what you're talking about.
Right.
You're Googling.
It is.
Now here's the really disgusting question. Do you think Arrow would know that's bad?
I hope so, given his whole
Does-
thing.
Is it particularly important to the point you're making?
You want
No.
us to define your character for you? I don't know. You tell us. Does he think incest is bad?
I would think so, but he's read a lot of anime. No, anyways, no, yeah, no, I think Arrow would start coming in and is like, whoa, wait a minute, what? You have a sister? Oh, gross. Oh. What about that? Oh,
I do. She's the most gorgeous woman on the planet.
Could I use that as a like situational aspect? Can I take 2 from that for a provoke?
Which one?
From Dave's victory there, since he's turning. I want to turn the screws on the sister angle.
I want to contribute.
Fucking everyone from the audience is like, you want your
I want to bring up like a picture of her on my phone and use my notice all like the cosmetic surgery she's had.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. That'll create it.
Like, looks like she had a lot of surgery done on her. Is she trying to hide something on the inside? She's not trying to improve herself.
It's not a very good roll. That's okay. I do have whatever. I'm gonna roll with the 3.
Okay. All right. After multiple rounds, we've dealt
Okay.
1 mental stress to beam Shapipo.
Beep Shapipo, I'm gonna lean into the sister angle and say, all right, well, since you don't really have anything to say to debunk my point, I won't even bother with yours, and I'll just return your volley with this. Why do you want to sleep with your sister so much, Beep?
This is getting so far off point that aside from the fact that all of this is libelous, that we're not talking about my sister. We're talking about women in general and wives particularly, of which my sister is one.
Unfortunately for you, now we're talking about your sister.
He'll fire back and say, I don't think that you want to talk about my sister, of all people, Thumbo, because if you want to compare view counts, that's going to be some dangerous territory for you. And I, remembering my boost, I'm going to use it. Uh-oh, getting worse.
I didn't really understand what he said, but it doesn't particularly matter.
Is this thing that bad? Do I have to turn the mix down quite a bit?
It's a little difficult.
Yeah. Sorry.
How about
You're saying that if
How about this?
That's a little better.
All right.
It is funny, but it is hard to understand at times.
Okay, I'll turn on something. I'll completely switch voice and turn on something better.
What was the thing that he said? It actually might be important for the aspect I'm choosing here.
How does this one sound? Is it basically just the voice but with a modulator?
it's honestly just as difficult, the echo really makes
I
it
can't-
hard to understand.
I don't know what they are. Okay, this one.
There you go.
That's pretty easy.
Yeah.
You don't want to. I don't think you want to talk about my sister with me because then you have to get into her channel view counts versus your channel view counts, and you're not gonna like those numbers. And it's true. It's true, Borden. Borden.
I'm gonna.
She's very popular for being a hot woman with conservatives who are unabashedly following hot women on social media.
I'm going to lessen the mental stress damage of this with a fate point from my 5th aspect. I love being insulted.
Explains a lot.
So that would mean I take 2, and
Yeah.
I can deal with that. Yeah, okay. I'm trying to think of how I would verbally respond to that.
Just so I'm keeping track of it.
Yeah.
Just call this a fresh start. So anyone can get in if they like.
Yeah. So,
Doesn't he sell
Well,
the boost for me from
You
last
can get
time?
in. You can get in at this risk, because otherwise this could be a stomp fest. But if you get in there, you're in a debate, and you're debating Beam Shapipo, and he is a podcaster, so his debate will go to all of you. Everyone will roll will universally against his provokes. If you side against his ideals.
Could I do a lore roll and find an embarrassing photo of Beam Shapipo with classically, Anubis Abbey on classic Anubis Abbey's, channel?
Yes,
And give it to
Galactically Abbey. You can find. I'm gonna make the lore challenge a 1. It's not hard to pick any given video.
I'm already a subscriber to her channel.
yeah, you just go to your saved pictures folder.
Yeah, Arrow.
Yeah, the hard part is I have to turn off all the notifications from her channel.
I'm sure you have a great idea, but I have a better one. You pull up a thumbnail of trying out baby formula with my brother, and it's Beam in her lap, and she's pretending to breastfeed him while clothed, and their heads are blown up big.
Jesus Christ. I want to slam dunk on this so bad.
Well, you may. There are 2 free invocations of the aspect that fucking thumbnail.
Yeah. That is 100% what I'm about to do here. Let's see. Let me fucking this checkbox. And then use one of them. And say, oh yeah. And say, as long as we're talking about your sister, which is absolutely what we're doing now, can you explain to me why you would agree to do this?
Let's see, 5. Okay, I'll put that into a stress box and as mild consequence.
And then I'm just gonna say, as if there's time limits, like it's a fucking congressional hearing, I'm just gonna say, I yield the rest of my time to Beam, whatever the fuck this dude's name is. What do your Judeo-Christian values say about this?
So Arrow's thrown his hat in. Scam was in there by virtue of whatever it was he landed. He searched the cosmetic surgery.
Yeah.
Tess, are you volunteering or self-actualizing?
Oh, I'm self-actualized. No, you're good.
She's
Keep
just
it going.
vibing. She's just like
Yeah.
smoking.
Yeah, honestly, she's had like 3. She wants to hear what these men think about women. It's very illuminating.
Yeah.
And AUG women, no less.
Okay, Scam, what about you?
I don't think I have a great way of contributing to this.
Okay.
I would happily use the other. I was assuming it was his turn in some regards, so I'm happy to burn the other +2 here.
Well, if Scam's not contributing, then at the top, I'm going to start with Beam, who is now going to assault all 3 of you, and he is going to use his other free invocation of crowd pandering, and say, if any of you had female influences the way my younger sister is to me, then you would not be the people that you are, which is to say, trash people. I am a functional adult. I am paying my own bills. I am making the most out of the investment that our father gave to me. And I have my own successful radio show. What can any of you say to that?